Okay, I never thought I would have to do a video like this, but I feel like it's important to do it. So today I went to the library. I actually looked up and was curious because I was on to Chad Prather's Overtime show. In case you want to see it, please be a subscriber to the Blaze TV network. Uh, You can go online and save money using a promo code CHAD or Glenn Beck or anything like that. Anyone who's on there. I, for one, pay $10 a month for it because I can't afford the annual subscription. But go on there, you'll learn a lot. Trust me. So, last week, Chad Prather did a overtime show about this book. It's called Too Bright to See. I found it in one of our libraries. It's about a girl. I can't remember how old they said she was. Maybe about 11, 12 years old. Transgendering into a boy. This is targeting young children here. This is terrible. And so I was curious as to if we had any more. Oh, I found a lot of books that targeting this younger generation about confusion and what it means to be transgender, or if they're thinking about, sorry, my hair is old. They're thinking about they're a girl transgendering into a boy, or if they're a boy transgendering into a girl. I'm disgusted with that. Just utterly disgusted. I was born a girl. I mean, I'm not wearing makeup or anything right now because it's my day off and I don't care. How I look on my day off. But anyway, I was born a girl. I have a younger brother and I have a younger sister. My brother was born a boy. Gonna die a boy. Unless he's fallen with this crowd. In that case, then shame on him. He was brought up better. Anyway, my younger sister, is born a girl, gonna die a girl. I was born a girl, gonna die a girl. That's just how it is. You know, if God wanted me to be a boy, he would have made me a boy. But he didn't. He made me a girl. So, I also came across another book, which I'm going to read myself. It's going to be hard to read because I don't follow it. I believe it's wrong. But it's called Thanks a Lot Universe by Chad Lucas. It describes a gay boy. Finally, he realized he's gay and he was attracted to another boy. So this is just wrong. But what was interesting that I came across at the library was in the easy reading section, which means this book is pretty much geared towards maybe first grader, kindergartner, maybe second grade. I don't know. Easy read. This book is called My Maddie. My Maddie. Mom and Daddy Mix. Give a little bit background of myself. I was brought up in a broken home. My parents divorced when I was 3. But my mom always referred to herself as a mom. Mom meaning she's a woman. Yes, she may have had to take a dad role, being both mom and dad, but I never heard the word Maddie before. Mommy, daddy, mix. I never heard that word before. I've heard of a nanny, male nanny, but that's just, comedy right there. But, but Maddie, really? But see what it's written by Gail Pittman. Gail Pittman. And the first page of the book is where it's attacking the children. This is almost making me want to at least run for, I don't know, school board or run for county mayor, maybe even city mayor, because we need a conservative in our city. We have a conservative as our county mayor, but we need to get rid of that Democrat in the city. But since this library is run by the county, which I'm very, very shocked because Knox County, just in and of itself, is a conservative county in Tennessee. And of course, the center of it is Knoxville. Knoxville, the city, is very Democrat and liberal. Anyway, but the first page of this book, I'm going to read it. Says, most mommies are girls, most daddies are boys, but lots of parents are neither a boy nor a girl, like my Maddie. I don't need to continue to read that story. Her parent obviously is a single mom raising her child on her own. Some may say, well, that's not bad. That's not bad. But as a child raised in a single parent household, there are times where I wish my dad was home with me. But my dad wasn't. We were living in Corpus Christi, Texas when I was 2.5. He decided to up and leave us, and he left us behind. He had his story, my mom had hers. But fortunately, when I was 23 years old, which was 15 years ago, I decided to forgive my dad, and I'll have my dad in my life. Fortunately, growing up, I had my mom's dad in our life. He played when he didn't have to be. He was our father. I mean, he was our grandpa. He took over the fatherly role. So, fortunately, my brother and I had we had that fatherly role model in our life, whether it be him, our uncles, or people or men at our church. But we still had that fatherly influence in our life. This girl doesn't. She's being raised by a single mom, which a lot of children are not that fortunate like my brother and I were. When I say my younger sister, she's my dad's other daughter. Anyway, that's beside the point. But the first page in that book is my mom's neither a boy nor a girl. My mom was a single mom. She always thought of herself as a female because she was a female. She's the one that gave birth to my brother and I. She's a female. She never thought of herself neither male nor female. She always thought of herself as a female. And talk about confusion I want to say this is maybe first grade level. You're already talking about gender. Like, hello. Okay, I had the sex talk when I was in, I guess, 5th grade, a health class. 5th grade. I was, 10 or 11th? I wasn't in first grade. And then it goes on to the next page talking about her eyes. Sometimes my Maddie's eyes look green and sometimes they look brown. Sometimes they look like both or something completely different. Completely different? I said, why is that? I asked Maddie. They're hazel. Maddie says. It's a beautiful color all its own. Okay. Maddie then goes on to her hair. Maddie's hair flows from sort of brown to sort of blonde to kind of both, but not really either. If only there were a word like hazel for hair. Then she goes up, continues to talk about, when she wakes up. Maddie wakes up at the crack of dawn, way before I get up. I like watching the sunrise, Maddie tells me. It's not day and it's not night. It's something in between, and kind of both, and something all its own. The sky changes from red to pink to yellow. So the book is discussing about a single mom raising her daughter, which that unfortunately that's the norm nowadays. But my Maddie, it's attacked. There's no way of stopping this transgender movement, but we got to do a better job in protecting our children. I understand First Amendment, freedom of the press. This could be out there, this freedom of the press. Parents. I'm not a parent. Lord never blessed me with children. In a way, I'm thankful that He never did. I'm very thankful that He never did. I love children. I love children. In fact, I for 1 year I taught preschool. And there's no way I would have read that. Of course, I taught preschool at a Christian school, but there's no way I would have read this to my class. There's no way. I'm sorry, no way. No way. This book, which I'm going to read because it's a little bit thicker, so it's going to take me a little while because I'm a slow reader for some reason. I pay attention to detail, but and it may not take me that long. This book is probably more towards older children. One thing I remember when I was younger, now granted, I'm a 90s kid. I was born in 1984. Don't really remember the 80s much. I was in kindergarten when the wall came down in Berlin. Don't really remember it. Vaguely remember the Persian Gulf War. It's because my uncle was deployed there. Were there gay people back then? Yeah. Were there transvestites back then? Yes. There were transvestites during even the biblical times. But I don't ever remember stuff like this being shoved down my throat as a child. I don't think I ever remember kids being confused about their gender. I don't remember that. I don't ever remember kids coming out as being gay. And I'm going to say this again. They're being taught to be gay. They're being taught. They're not born to be gay. They're not born in it. You're not born to think that way. Society teaches you that. Society teaches you that. And they say, well, in the Bible it says it doesn't exactly specify. I mean, I'm going to read this article. There's an article stating that the Bible okays transgenderism. It doesn't okay it. It specifies the difference between a male and a female. Anyway, I don't get it. I don't get it. And then they said, well, I don't know. America was never founded by Christians. Yeah, it was. And I just have several. I just have several books, history books that reading the Bible with the founding fathers. I mean, I just have that book. I just have a book titled "Did America Have a Christian Founding?" I mean, I just have that book. Um, yeah, I have my Bible. Look at, oh my goodness, I got my Bible that can actually, can guide me through this day and age. I mean, look back there. That's my bookshelf. I do want more books. I also need more room for all my books. I got a lot of history books that indicate otherwise. And I can go to various websites like wallbuilders.com and get some primary sources that will prove my point. But we need to protect our children more. And I remember today's June 1st. And I remember it like it was yesterday when same-sex marriages became legal in our country. I remember crying about that too. I really remember crying. And I have an old high school friend that I've known for years, probably 20 plus years. And I told him, I said, look, this is going to divide our country. It might even cause a civil war. I hope it doesn't. I don't want a civil war. I don't want a civil war. But I think we're already there. We've been there for a long time. Actually, I had a pastor that said that you okay same-sex marriages, then what else is going to be okay? If that's okay, then it's okay to marry your dog. Then it's okay to marry yourself. It's okay to marry yourself. Maybe she's married. I don't know. Maybe she thinks she's married to herself, or she's just a single mom. I don't know. It doesn't specify in the book. But that's okay. And it's okay to, I don't know. What do we have? Oh, I like these little gnomes. If same-sex marriages are okay, then maybe I should marry this gnome. He's cute. I'm going to marry him and make my last name Gnome. I don't know. That's what's wrong. We need to get back to at least common sense. At least, I don't know. It just, I work with transgender people. Um, One in particular, I don't think she works there anymore. She transgendered to a male, changed her name to Jack. To me, she'll always be Sasha because she was born Sasha. She'll die Sasha. Now, was she a good worker? I'm not commenting on her work ethic. I work with another one who's married to a woman. She's a woman. She looks like a man. I still talk to her. I'm still friendly to her. But it doesn't mean that I agree with her lifestyle. I'm just being nice because I have to work around her sometimes. Anyway, this has got to stop. I agree with Chad. Back to he's the one that inspired me to look in my library, my county's library for these books. And sure enough, they're here. Here's another one. Just thought out of it. One of our counties here in Tennessee is McMinn County, which is on your way to Chattanooga, in case you want to know where it's at. McMinn County. I don't know Knox County did it yet, but McMinn County. I looked it up because I couldn't. I remember hearing it on the news that they were planning on doing this. Mouse. I read this in high school. I read this my junior year in high school. I don't really recommend middle school children to read it because it is graphic. But I would say junior and senior year in high school, it'd be okay. But they're pulling this off the shelf. This is no longer a required reading assignment. No longer. They're pulling it off. This is history. This really happened. Art Spiegelman, father and mother were Holocaust survivors. This actually happened. Of course, Mouse, their characters are mice because Jews were were the mice. Cats were Germans. Fish were British, I think. The fish were British. The dogs were Americans. Americans chasing after cats. Cats chasing after mice, which are the Jews. I think frogs were French. I can't believe I remember this because it's been 20 plus years since I've read it, but I remembered it. But this is history. This happened. This is what's the word? I can't remember. I think of the word. This is brainwashing. This is brainwashing. This is brainwashing. This is brainwashing. That's okay to be gay. It's okay to be this. It's okay to be that. No, it's not. It's not okay to be it. It is not normal. You can't find it in nature. I have a male dog. Granted, he's neutered, okay? He can't work anymore. But when he wasn't neutered, he knows to go after a female. He knows not to hump another male dog. He knows that. Because you know why? Because he is nature. He is nature. He knows he's a male. He knows he's a male. He knows he is only attracted to females. And that's it. How come is it humans can't think that? Well, you know why? Because of sin. As long as this world is a sin-cursed world, you're going to have this problem. Anyway, I digress. There will be more videos like this. Probably me in makeup. But for now, that's it. I'm tired. So many people says that I should run for office. Maybe I should. Starting at the local level. Because we got to protect our children. We just have to. We just have to. All I can say.